Marc Murphy joins us on the show. The Carlton captain. The Blues are well and truly in the middle of their NAB Challenge campaign. And we say good morning to you, Marc Murphy.
G'day, Andy.
How are you going? We've heard all sorts of stories about farmyard animals attacking various bits and pieces of your body these days. How are you actually travelling at the moment?
Yeah, farmyard animals. Yeah, no, I copped a bit of a nipple cripple yesterday from Chivalry. So I went out to Marc Cavanagh's stables yesterday and just had a bit of a photo opportunity there for Racing Victoria for the relaxed racing and caught one on the nipple, which was good.
So the horse actually lined you up and took a bit of a nip.
Yeah, got me right on the nipple. So just had the footy out there for the horse to have a go at, and it decided to have a go at the nipple, so that was good.
I'm a bit worried. What were your nipples smelling of molasses or something? What's happening?
I don't know. I must have changed the cologne, I think. I'm not too sure what was going on, but it was an interesting one.
Now, there's all sorts of stuff in the paper at the moment. I want to talk about the team in a minute. Let's get the individual stuff out of the way. A lot of people focusing on the Carlton boys who are out of contract at the end of the year. Andrew Walker re-signed the other day, which is a great thing. Your name continually gets mentioned as part of this free agency conversation, and will until you re-sign. You're a blue bagger for life, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. My manager and the club are pretty close to working out a deal, so not too far off now. So, as you said, there's a few boys out of contract, and we're all pretty keen to stay together and get it all sorted. So it's great that Walk's signed up earlier in the week, and I'm sure the other boys will get it done pretty soon.
I know you don't like talking about other blokes' contracts, but you're good friends with Bryce Gibbs, and you played a lot of footy with him. I would imagine, looking at that list, that Gibbs is the one that would be most likely to go if any of them did. Is that the sort of style that you'll bring to the table as a captain and a friend? Will you talk to Gibbsy about that at some stage and try and convince him to stay?
Yeah, it's a tough one at footy clubs talking about contracts with other guys, but I'm pretty close to Gibbsy, and from talking to Gibbsy, I don't think he'll be going anywhere. I think he's pretty keen to stay at Carlton for the rest of his career as well. He's just building out the back of Carlton and Carlton North, so I'm not too sure he's going to pick up and leave. But as you said, that's the way free agency is now. That clubs are going to probably offer overs for guys to move clubs. But Gibbsy knows he's a required player, and we'd love to have him.
Mark, that being the case, we look back at history, in recent history, and there were guys at Geelong who could have gone to another club for 30-40% more, but they wanted to be part of a premiership regime and culture. There was guys at Hawthorn who did the same. Would you be willing to, lead the charge in terms of Carlton players who say, no, I'm going to stay for 30%, rough ballpark figure, less than my market value?
Yeah, well, look, I think most players who are getting offered contracts from other clubs are obviously going to get offered more money. So I think it's, as you said, with the Geelong sort of era over the last 7 or 8 years, guys have accepted less to stay and play together. So, no doubt that's something that guys are going to have to look at our club as well. So that's something that I've looked at, and I'm obviously pretty keen to stay at Carlton. So I'll be on the same sort of page as that.
No, good luck with that, Mark. And what about this year's team? We've seen one practice game already. How is Chris Judd going, though? He got an Achilles problem. How's he travelling?
Yeah, he had the Achilles issue about a week and a half ago. So he's just been walking around the boot. I think he's had that off after seeing him on the Maya red carpet last night. So that was good to see that. But,
the important things.
He's just rehabbing really well. He's a true professional, Juddy. So he's going to give himself every opportunity to get back as early as he can. But in saying that, he's not going to rush it and sort of have that niggle throughout the season. So, they're aiming for round 3. So hopefully Chris can get back by then, but it gives a young guy an opportunity.
And what about Dale Thomas? There was some conspiracy theories about why he might have missed. Apparently he had a bit of a chest infection, but how's he going?
Yeah, he did have the chest infection day. So, he got struck down last Friday morning. And missed the family day, which I'm sure he was pretty disappointed about. But, he's fine now. Daisy trained the other day, and we've got a training session this morning, so he'll be out there today and all set for Monday night against Adelaide.
Now the big Shawney Hansen's jumped ship and gone to the Tigers. Apart from your own good lady, who have the boys installed as the number one wag off the ground?
Oh, no.
Whose lady is the number one now?
I think it's tough to say Beck Judd. You'd think, Derm, I would have thought. There's a few young boys trying to step up in that area as well. So there's a big void left by Shawney Hansen.
They're big shoes to fill, Murph.
They certainly are. They certainly are. But I don't think anyone will fill them. But Shawney.
Good luck. The challenge is out there. Hey, just on a serious note, before we let you go, you're going to your second season as captain. Did you do any kind of personal reviewing of how the position affected you last year, how you did the job, and lessons that you might have learnt as a result of that?
Yeah, I've spoken obviously quite a bit to Mick, and I've got some things in place that I've been working really hard in the off season, and I'm much more confident going into this season, my second role as captain. So feeling really good and feeling really confident about the year ahead.